Boom shakalaka, huge day for Bitcoin. Bitcoin approaches $50,000 and breaks through exactly as predicted in yesterday's video. Also today, we're going to talk about the short-term Bitcoin price predictions, 5 absolutely undervalued cryptocurrencies you must own at the moment, and some signs that could indicate the end of a bull market. You'll want to watch this episode. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're talking about a whole bunch of fun stuff, so you'll definitely want to stay tuned because, hey, we are in the midst of a pretty awesome bull market. However, all bull markets come to an end, and at the end of this video, we're going to be sharing some signs that you need to look out for that would definitely indicate when to get out of the bull market. But as for right now, Bitcoin is again trading above this blue line, the 4-hour MA50, which has been wedging it with this psychological $50,000 barrier and the top of the bullish megaphone, this solid white line right here. Well, Bitcoin is butting up against $50,000 right now, likely to break through. If it doesn't break through, we may see headed down, maybe a 30% retracement down to the mid 30s, but it's more likely to head up. Now, why is that? Well, a lot of things are going on for Bitcoin. I mean, first off, we're just in a bull market. You don't want to buck the trend. It doesn't make sense to buck the trend. So the trend is going up. We want to trade with the trend. Now, not only that, actually, if we zoom in here, and I'm just going to zoom in a bit more so you can see this. If we actually zoom in, we can see that although the trend is overall bullish, overall going up, we will have some consolidations along the way. And now these blue lines are just the bar pattern from the last bull cycle. But if we take a look, I mean, it's basically going along pretty much exactly. And then we might see a price retracement, even all the way down to like 30,000, but then up to 83, and then down to 50, and then up to, who knows, 300. So it's all part of the ride. You need to buckle in. The only way you lose is if you jump off. It's basically like a roller coaster. A lot of fun, a lot of ups and downs. The only way you lose is if you hop out of the roller coaster car. Now, Trading Shot today is saying, hey, congratulations, hodlers. We call this Bitcoin hit $50,000 exactly as predicted, the 1.618 on these diagonal fib lines. And as a matter of fact, based on these predictions and what happened previously, it looks like Bitcoin could hit $68,000 to $75,000 at the 2 fib level right here before we see a drop down maybe to like 30 to 40 and then a rise up to somewhere between $250,000 and $300,000. Yikes. Now guys, these are big, bold predictions, but as explained in yesterday's video, they are very, very likely, specifically because of this. This one chart right here explains everything. We take a look at Bitcoin miner outflows. The miners are the people validating the network. And guess what? Pretty much every time there's a giant price spike, we see huge miner outflows going on. And we saw this in 2018, 2014, 2013, 2011. But if we take a look right now on the right edge, there's a little cluster, but for the most part, miners are not yet selling. That means we're not even close to the parabolic rise. And if we take a look at the predictions based on this chart, Bitcoin has the potential to go to $274,000, a 471% increase. And guys, that's not all, because as we took a look again in yesterday's video, this orange line where we are right now on the Bitcoin rainbow chart, if we take a look at past cycles, the orange line pretty much is support for the rest of the cycle. So yes, we're going to max out sometime in the next 6 to 8 months. And then after that, about a year afterwards, we'll see the bottom. But the bottom is likely to be this $40,000 to $50,000 area. This is the bottom. If you're getting in now, you're getting in the bottom. It's nuts. Now, for most of you, Bitcoin just moves too slow. There's too many altcoins. You got to have all the altcoins. They're fancy. They go up 30% a day, 100% in a week. You got to trade them. You got to have them. You got to know which ones to buy. You got to buy whichever ones the biggest YouTubers are talking about that day. Well, guys, that's the biggest strategy to lose. And I mean, I'll just be honest, because I want to provide value to you guys. And if you follow what people are saying when it's super high, that's the biggest time to lose. Whatever coins are pumping that day, stay away from. But I'm going to go over this method for how to actually find undervalued cryptocurrencies, because we talked about that in this video right here, how to actually find very undervalued cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to share with you today 5 of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies in the entire market. And this is based on a strategy that somebody used in the last bull cycle to turn $20,000 into $5 million. So this is actually a winning strategy. You want to model people who actually win. So the first most undervalued cryptocurrency today is Elrond. Okay? Everybody's talking about Ethereum. Everybody's talking about Cardano. Everybody's talking about Polkadot. And some people are talking about Elrond, but not nearly enough. If we actually take a look at the Bitcoin comparative of Elrond, which is the only thing that you need to look at, don't look at the dollar charts, because if it's not better than holding Bitcoin, no reason to really hold it. Look at this pullback from all-time highs in Bitcoin comparative. It is pretty much, and if we take a look at this parabolic run-up here, it's pretty much bounced off the parabolic run-up, about to go up. Not only that, but Elrond is one of the most likely coins to get listed on Coinbase, as you'll see in that video right there. So Elrond has both of those things going for it, so that's definitely one undervalued cryptocurrency. The next one is FTX token, or FTT. This is one of the biggest derivative exchanges. Again, could potentially be listed on Coinbase coming up in the video that I just showed you before. So this is a big one that you want to watch out for. Now, as of right now in Bitcoin comparative, it's pretty high, but we can see a general overall trend where the trend is actually moving up. So while it may come down a little bit, it could go up even higher than that. Next one, Theta. Now, Theta is positioning themselves to do a lot with video delivery powered by you. Some people don't like YouTube for one reason or another, perhaps censorship. Perhaps Theta could be the solution to that and all types of other video delivery. Now, if we take a look at Theta, we could see Theta is starting to trend upwards, and actually this trend is getting squeezed a little bit, which could break out to the upward end. After that one, we have Synthetix, and Synthetix is one of the DeFi protocols that I have been super bullish on, both Synthetix and Ren, because they are basically the entry into DeFi. Like if you have Bitcoin and you want to get into DeFi, you need Synthetix and you need Ren. Now, if we take a look at Synthetix, again, Synthetix starting to trend upwards, not at a massive all-time high in Bitcoin comparative, but just starting on an upward trend. And again, many people are not talking about Synthetix at the moment. And lastly, Chainlink. Everybody knows about Chainlink. Chainlink is, if you're going to hold like 3 coins, it might as well be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. That's pretty much all I need to say about that. But if we take a look at Chainlink, Chainlink is the most undervalued cryptocurrency you could find today. I mean, take a look at this. Again, we just want to look at this parabolic run-up that Chainlink is having, and it's well below the curve there, okay? Like, people were talking about Chainlink all the time back in August. Everybody was buying Chainlink in August. That was the time to sell it. Now is the time to start accumulating it. It is at a massive discount, and it is the #1 Oracle system for the #1 smart contract platform in the world at an insane value today. Now, guys, how did I find out these 5 cryptocurrencies? Because I'll tell you, I'm not a genius, okay? I can do some research, I can find some stuff out, but the way that I found out all of these is by using token metrics. And I used a strategy discussed in this video right here where we talk about exactly how to find completely undervalued cryptocurrencies. This is a strategy that somebody used to turn $20,000 into over $5 million in the last bull run. And he uses artificial intelligence. He uses machine learning to pick out the best altcoins, period. And the way you do it is by selecting investor and yearly. And these are the ones that if you're going to pick one and hold it, these would be the ones that you want to hold. They're going to be the best producing ones, period. And if we take a look at that, we see Elrond, we see FTX, we see Theta, we see Synthetix, we see Chainlink. All of those are 5 completely undervalued picks. for cryptocurrency. Now, like I've mentioned in today's video, we are in a bull market. We're going up, but eventually the bull market tops out. So I just wanted, these are things that I'm always looking out for, because who knows when we're going to reach the top. Because when you're at the top, I was in the top once before, and when I was at the top, things were kind of like chirping in my ear like, this is kind of weird, like everybody's in Bitcoin cryptocurrencies, but I didn't get out as thoroughly as I should have. So now I have these warnings for myself, but also that I want to share with you guys for when the top happens. So basically the bull market ends after. Well, a few things we need to have happen before the bull market ends is we need some massive price drops. I'm talking about like 30% plus price fluctuations where we shake the trees, where basically people who just got into the market, they bought the top, the price drops down, and then they're like, holy shit, maybe I should get out. Okay? So that's one thing that needs to happen. The next thing that needs to happen is we need massive retail FOMO. Now we have the entry to retail FOMO with everything that happens with Wall Street bets and GameStop. But basically, massive retail FOMO is like what happens on Black Friday in the United States, where everybody needs to get in immediately, where they start taking out a second mortgage on their house or selling their house for Bitcoin. When you start seeing articles about people selling their house for Bitcoin or taking out massive consumer debt for Bitcoin, yikes. That is a time when you need to get out. So that's number 2. Number 3 is super bullish predictions from Tom Lee of Fundstrat. He is literally the worst predictor of Bitcoin. Whenever he says Bitcoin price is going up, it's going down. Whenever he says it's going down, it's going up. So if you start seeing him on the cover of Cointelegraph and Forbes and all CNBC talking about how Bitcoin is going to $1 million this cycle, you better get the heck out, because he doesn't know. He has never been right on a prediction ever. And then lastly, okay, the guy who called the top of the last market, the guy who called the bottom of the last market, Charlie Lee, he will likely give a warning on Twitter. Last time on Twitter, he said, hey guys, don't buy Litecoin if you're not prepared for like a 90% correction. And he was right almost to a day of the top of the market. Likely he'll do it again because he has a bigger heart than most people know. And he will probably want to help people out, not get screwed with everything that's going on in the market. So guys, I know it was a lengthy video today. We covered a lot. We covered exactly what's going on with Bitcoin price right now, why it's likely to break through $50,000, where it's likely going in this bull market, the 5 best altcoins to own right now and not have to worry about, and then also some things to look out for that could indicate the beginning of the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did like this, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you later. Peace.